Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, it is so great to have you. I'm Antoinette, a New Zealander living in the beautiful wine region of Lower Franconia, Germany. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you some really valuable energy saving tips that I have learned from just living here in Germany. So I think these tips are going to be really valuable not only if you're living in Germany, but just in general. I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that, but I just want to talk about how the average German is tackling this energy crisis, what they are doing, what changes they are making. This energy crisis has really hit Germany hard in recent years. Germany in general is known to have a really great saving culture, and since living in Germany I have learned so much about saving money and reducing waste in so many areas of my life. Something I've noticed and something I really admire is that most people living here in Germany are prepared to make changes and take progressive steps by adjusting certain aspects of their lifestyle to help reverse this issue. And I have learned a lot of really great tips from living here in Germany. Something I really admire about Germany as a country is the fact that they are huge ambassadors for renewable energy. In fact, renewable power contributed to over half of the electricity consumption in Germany last year. The German government aims to bring the share to 80% in 2030. So in more recent years, there have been an increasing number of people here in Germany installing solar panels on their roofs. So a few years ago now, my family and I invested in some solar panels for our roof. It was the best decision. We have been able to dramatically decrease our energy bill, and I'm so pleased that we went ahead and got our solar panels. No regrets at all. The problem is when I have mentioned the fact that solar panels have been really beneficial to us, I've had reactions like, oh, it's okay for you, you own your own home. What about people who are renting or people who are in small apartments? And that's actually a really good point. Solar panels for personal use used to just be for people who own their own home, but in the last year or so, this is turning right around, and solar panels have become really accessible for everybody. Actually, balcony solar panel installations hit a milestone in Germany last year. An increasing number of households in Germany are catching on to the benefits of balcony solar panels. This leads me into today's partner. Anker SOLIX is your trusted source for renewable energy solutions, providing you with renewable solar energy in any situation. So seeing how much we could actually save with the solar panels on our roof got us so excited about the whole concept of renewable energy and really made us rethink our energy consumption, and we decided to invest in some more solar panels, this time for our garden shed. So we decided on the 225 watt Anker SOLIX FS20 flexible solar panels in a 4-pack. So this particular model is very popular with balcony solar installation. The reason for that is these solar panels are extremely lightweight and thin. They weigh only 4.5 kilograms and they are very flexible. So they are perfect for curved balconies. We don't have a balcony, but this model appealed to us because of the fact that they are very lightweight, and the roof in our garden shed, it's not as sturdy as our tiled roof, and you know, they're very thin and lightweight and easy to install, and that's the reason we went with this model. We also love the fact that the solar panels come with a power bank 2+ for energy storage and a smart plug for monitoring. So that allows us to have zero energy waste, and that was incredibly appealing to us because we are able to save the energy that we produce during the day and use it in the evening. Another reason this system appealed to us is because of the waterproof and winter durability of these solar panels, and they also have a 12-year warranty with 85% output after 15 years of use. My husband was able to install these solar panels on our shed roof and connect them to our solar bank in under 30 minutes, which absolutely amazed me. I just remember it took basically a whole day for a company to install these huge solar panels on our roof, on the roof of our house, and then we had to have a separate company come come and connect everything, it was so much more complicated and so much more expensive. And so I just love the fact that it was just so quick and easy. I think this is an amazing option for anybody living in a small apartment who has just a very tight space to fit their solar panels, because these are very flexible, as I mentioned, and also the installation, you can just do it yourself. It's so quick and easy. You don't have to hire a company to come and connect everything. You've got your solar bank, you can just plug it in and you're good to go. It just makes solar panels so accessible for everybody. I think this is an incredible option, and I can definitely see why balcony solar panels are becoming so popular here in Germany. So whether you're living in a big home that you own or a tiny little rented apartment, having solar panels and investing in renewable energy is accessible for you. So if you're interested in checking out Anker SOLIX for yourself, I will link them in my description below. If you're not able to invest in solar panels, that's okay. There are so many other things you can do at home to help lower your energy bills, starting from properly heating your home in the winter. So if you're new to Germany, something you may be wondering is, when should you start heating your home? So unlike New Zealand, every apartment or house in Germany has a heating system, and there are various types of heating systems here. There's usually a control knob on a heater radiator, so you turn the knob to get the right temperature. So heating here in Germany is very expensive right now, but heaters that need electricity are particularly expensive, and most Germans avoid them at all costs. So some tips I've learned over the years from Germans: you save money when the heater is set correctly. The warmer the heater, the more expensive the heating bill is. So if the apartment is too cold, it's going to get moldy, obviously, so you need to heat your homes in Germany. So the recommendation for bedrooms is to set your heater at level 2 to 3. So this is from 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. The kitchen also should be set at level 2 to 3, which is around 18 degrees Celsius. So for the bathroom, when you're actually in the room, the level should be between 3 and 4, which is 21 to 24 degrees Celsius. And the living room, children's bedrooms, working room should be level 3 to 4, which is 20 to 21 degrees Celsius. So when you're not at home, it's not recommended to completely turn off the heating. You should always have the heating on at a low level. So around level 2 is probably the best level, or it could be level 1, but level 2 is recommended. If your house or apartment is getting a bit stuffy and you want to let some fresh air in, Germans love doing this. They do it every single day, even when it's freezing outside. So when you are airing out your house, always turn off the heating. I didn't know that. I did not know that. But apparently if you turn off the heating while the windows are open, this reduces your energy bill. It saves a lot of money by doing this. So Germans take this airing out of their homes so seriously that it's actually recommended in winter time to air out your home at least 3 times a day. So the correct way to air out your home is to open the window wide, and the window should remain open for 5 to 10 minutes, and during that time you should have the heating in that room turned off. Another way to do this is to tilt your window, but you have to have those awesome German windows to be able to do this. And so to do it this way, you have to ventilate for 15 to 30 minutes, and you have to turn the heating off inside. It's also recommended to ventilate immediately after cooking, bathing, or showering. If you dry laundry in the apartment, which a lot of Germans do on a clothes horse, you need to ventilate a lot. If you do not ventilate a lot, then mold will grow, which you don't want. So moving on to some German tips for saving energy when you are washing and drying your clothes. This might seem obvious, but the best way to save energy with washing your clothes is to make sure the washing machine is completely full. The hotter the temperature is, the more expensive it is. So normal laundry, it only needs to be 30 degrees Celsius to be washed properly. If you are drying your laundry in a dryer, make sure you get as much water out of your laundry as you can. So put it on the spin cycle before putting it in the dryer, and this will reduce the time you need to leave it in the dryer. So rather than drying your laundry inside your home where it can get really moldy, it's recommended in Germany to dry your laundry either either in your basement. Not all homes have basements here, but some of them have attics and balconies or terraces, so it's recommended to dry your laundry in any of these places. So obviously air drying is a lot more energy efficient than drying in a clothes dryer. Another German way you can save energy is through your cooling and freezing. If the freezer or refrigerator is too cold, you will be paying more money. So what can you do about it? The refrigerator should be set to 7 degrees Celsius, level 2 or 3. The freezer should be set to minus 18 degrees Celsius. So on to some German energy saving tips for cooking and baking. Reduce the temperature after water for vegetables, pasta, potatoes or rice has boiled. It's also recommended to use a kettle for boiling your water rather than boiling it on your stovetop, which I didn't know about this. I've only recently found this out, but you can save a lot of energy by doing this. Another really good tip is if you are just having a single cup of tea or a cup of coffee, you don't need to completely fill up your kettle. You can just fill it up a tiny little bit and that will save energy. A German money saving tip for doing your dishes: wash the dishes in the sink. Hot water is expensive and cold water is pretty cheap. You actually don't need as much water as you think in your sink. You're going to save money if you use less hot water, obviously, and you don't fill up the water so much. And you can definitely still get your dishes clean by washing them in lukewarm water rather than like really hot water. Another recommendation for saving energy and reducing your energy bills here in Germany is to only shower for 5 minutes. This is going to be hard for some people, but most Germans have really caught on to this and they are prepared to dramatically cut their shower time to save energy. So when it comes to lights, computers, TVs, things like that, light needs electricity and electricity is very expensive, obviously. So switch off the light when you leave the room. Germans are really good at doing this. Buy energy saving LED lamps. Switch off devices completely. If a light shines, the device still needs electricity. Pull out the plug or buy a plug strip with a switch. Also, if you're buying a new household device, then make sure you pay attention to the energy consumption. The dark green is extremely economical, so always look for new appliances with this seal of approval. So if you've grown up in Germany, those tips won't be anything special to you because you are probably used to doing all of them. But for many of us who did not grow up in Germany, these tips are groundbreaking. If you're really diligent and you're serious about reducing your energy bill this winter, then applying these tiny little tips every single day can dramatically decrease, lower your energy bill. And I'm not saying I do all of these, but I definitely do a lot of them, and I think that some of these tips may be quite helpful to some of you. Just before I go, I wanted to quickly remind you, if you are rethinking your energy consumption and you're interested in investing in solar panels, then make sure you check out Anker SOLIX. I will link them in my description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. I would love you to consider subscribing if you haven't already. I know that so many of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed. So if you would consider subscribing, that would mean so much to me. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!